Hey guys, in this video I'll share with you how to become the laser focused entrepreneur and some of the hacks that I'm using myself to be more focused, just to have more like quality work when I'm working. So, like we're living in a time where it's like there's so many distractions, right? There's so many different distractions that people face on a daily basis, right? You have, for example, when you open your phone, right? Like you open your phone, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Pinterest, you have LinkedIn, you have Snapchat, you have TikTok. You have all of these fucking apps, and now you have the email, you have the YouTube, where you guys are probably watching this video, but you have so many different things and so many like different distractions, right? And so if you consider all of these things, I checked my phone several months ago, right? And I've noticed from my personal life, like the quality of my life wasn't that good. For example, I would be like irritated, I would be like distracted, the quality of my work wouldn't be as good, right? And so our business had like a little plateau at that point. And so I was thinking like, fucking why that happened? And so a lot of people would get into this, why that happens, it's probably like Facebook algorithm update and like something happened on that side. But being like through so many like Facebook updates and having faced like so many different things changing with advertising platforms, I knew that it wasn't the case, right? That the source of that drop, both like in personal and in business life, was somewhere else, like was in more like fundamental level, not just like tactical, very like tactical level. And so what happened is that I found that at that point of time, I don't know, whatever reason, I've had few apps. I had Facebook, I had Instagram installed on my phone, and what happened is that, like, whether I would want it or not, I would just use it. I would just use it like a few times a day, for example, right? But then I would check the stats. On average, I would spend like 7 hours a day on my phone. And you can just go right now, like even go like right now and check the stats on your phone usage. Like how much screen time do you have on your phone? And that is most likely, that is like ridiculous, right? And so now, if you ask yourself the question, right? If you ask yourself the question like why your business or why your life is not where you want it to be, right? Because most likely it is not, unless you're like very fulfilled person, then you probably wouldn't watch this video in the first place. But if you have that particular situation that you want to grow, you want to evolve, you want to build something, you want to have amazing relationship with your family, look at how much time you are wasting on different like social media platforms, right? That's like, if you just take like this one thing from this video, like, I mean, this will just make you so much money like in the long term, because if you just dedicate all of that time that you are looking for inspiration for I mean, that applies to both successful and entrepreneurs and also entrepreneurs that are just like starting out. But I'm talking mostly about successful entrepreneurs, like why successful entrepreneurs would not grow farther, right? Like why some people would only grow their business to a certain level, why they would only have their relationships on this level, right? Like why their network, their community would be only on this level, right? So all of those things have the profound answer in the distraction, right? In the distraction, because if you think like, okay, so you have all of these moving parts, you have all of these distractions. I see people, it's amazing to me, like people would have all of these apps, and all of these apps would have these like notifications, and then they would click on all of those notifications and like just to see the app, right? And it's very hard. Like, can you imagine, like if you spend like, for example, you spend like five hours a day on your phone, how possibly can you spend good quality time on your business? If you want to have advantage in your business, and you have to put more effort than the other guy, than your competition, than me. And because we are competing for the same customers, we are competing on the same advertising platform. So for me, after I made that adjustment, I just removed every single fucking app from my phone, right? I don't have any phone, I don't have any apps, I don't have any like Facebook, Instagram, I don't give a shit like what's happening there, and I don't care, right? And my team manages my accounts, somehow it gets done, but in the meantime, you know, our business just fucking blown up, right? Our business, you know, so just getting that fucking out of your system, getting that distraction out of your way will make you more money, will make you more happier like person, will make you more fulfilled person than any like hacks or any things that you could imagine, right? So that's like number one thing that I would recommend, guys. Like, you just eliminate those things. And I mean, it's typically what would happen, and you might see this by yourself too, is that the more, let's say, tired you are, or the more like distracted, or the more angry you are, the easier it is for you to get more distracted. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say you have like hard day, have difficult day, you're dealing with team members, employees, vendors, suppliers, Facebook ads, Google ads, you know, whatever things you're dealing with on a daily basis as an entrepreneur. Then you come home and you're just like, you're done, right? So then it's like, oh, I just need something, like I just need some instant fix. I just need some instant fucking fix. So then you take your phone and it's like, you open your phone, it's like Instagram, and you look some good people like living the fake life that, you know, they're like trying to sell you, or you're going on Facebook and you're looking all of these unnecessary communities with people who have no idea what they're teaching other people, and like you're getting distracted, and then like 1 hour goes like, just like that, right? Now you might not be like in the best mood or in the best like position like to do some quality work at that time, right? But what if you just took that time? What if you just took that time to just like relax, right? And just have like a good, quiet time, right? So, for example, the way I like to do it is like, I would just dedicate like some time throughout the day, and it would be just like quiet time, right? Like, and I would just sit and think, right? And this helps a lot. This is what I would recommend, because if you just sit and think, listen to some quiet music, maybe like, you know, just relaxing, you know, just relaxing, right? Because there are like two parts, right? So first part is like, if you want to achieve, right, like meaningful success, even if you're already successful, you want to get to the next level, then it will come from your time, and it will come from your body, and it will come from your mind, right? It's pretty much, there are like only few variables there. So you need to put all of these resources to a meaningful use, and the way you do it, you need to care about them, right? Like, for example, your body, if you do not take care of your body, if you do not do like sports, if you do not kind of like relax and have like some massages, for example, for me, I now have massages a few times a week. I have the cryotherapy, I have all sort of things just to maintain my body in a perfect like physical shape, not just how it looks, but also like how it feels to be in this body, right? Because I only have one body for the whole life, and you too. If you dedicate that time that you now like saved up just for this like recovery, right? Now, short term, it might look like a waste of time. Like, what the fuck, you know? Why would I like spend time just like thinking? Why would I just like spend time like sitting and like just relaxing, where I can like go and like see what's on Instagram, or you know, like I wanna know like what's happening with all these people. I mean, that's like brilliant idea, but if you take two people, right, like one of them is distracted, and I say a lot of this comes you know, from like Gary Vee and people that kind of like push that you have to be like on every single platform, you have to go like live from 3 phones, and I mean there are some people that's their business, right? But if you're like entrepreneur and you're building something, and you don't have like anyone, you don't have the chief operating officer in your company, you have the person that actually built the processes, and you're going with your phone like everywhere, then you don't have a business, right? You don't have a business. So this is what you can do to just basically relax and, you know, have this time. Now, it's important to be in the right communities though, right? Like if you, for example, if you just remove yourself from like wasteful communities. Like there are some communities, for example, on Facebook where, people having no idea, people who've never built a business, giving other people advice on how to build the business. This is how fucked up it is. Then it becomes like, you take that advice, you apply it, and then you listen to those people, your business just goes like downhill. It's important to be in the right communities though, right? Like if you can be in the right communities where when you need the information, you can just take it, right? And this is why, for example, we have private communities for our clients who are doing like 7-8 figures. You need, for example, some piece of information, you need some advice, you need some contact, you need some introduction. It just goes like that, right? And you get instant access. You save a lot of time instead of like going through like many resources. Instead of like asking like random people for advice, you're asking people who already actually done what you want to do. This is how you compress the time, right? Because you have 24 hours a day, then you have 8 hours of them that you need to sleep. I highly recommend you sleep. I highly recommend you use Oura Ring to measure your sleep, which I'll cover in one of the next videos. So you have all of those moving parts. So you sleep, right? You eliminate the sleep, you eliminate some of the basic stuff like shower, eating. Like, so now let's take that 2 hours, right? Like maybe 2 extra hours. Now you have like only like 14 hours left, right? Now you remove the commuting, right? If you drive to your office, then you just remove like another 1 hour, right? Now you have 13 hours, right? Now that's what you have to work with. You have those 13 hours a day that you have to build your dream, right? Like whether that dream is like personal, whether that is business, whatever that is, you have that limited period of time, right? So how you spend it will predicate your life, right? And it's very like hard, right? It's very hard because if you think about it, like the results of what you do like today will be only shown, and you will only see those results in a business that typically how it happens in like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. So for example, if you today you start to train your media buyer, right? And your media buyer might be like not ideal. He doesn't have a lot of knowledge, or she doesn't have a lot of knowledge, and they need to be trained. You need to give them feedback. And so short term, it looks like a waste of time, right? Because someone else would look at you and say, oh, I'm managing my ads myself. Like I don't need like a media buyer, but I have an extra hour that I can spend on Instagram and look at all of those people and how they live their beautiful lives that they fake. So you have short term you don't have as much results, but then long term it starts to fucking it up. Now let's say you started to train a media buyer, you build a library of resources to train them, all of the checklists, all of the processes, the SOPs, and it's it's hard initially, but then over time it becomes easier and easier and easier. And so what would happen is that over time, in like 3-6 months, you would have like, if you hired the right person in the right place in the first place, then you probably would have an assassin. You would have an amazing media buyer that you can leverage. Now you can free up like 3 hours a day of your time, right? Like now you're saving yourself every single week, you're saving yourself like 15-20 hours of time because you don't have to manage your fucking Facebook ads. Now you can think about other people that you can hire and train, right? So all of those things, right? Now that media buyer can train other people, right? So now there are like a lot of opportunities open up, but that won't be visible if you don't just stay focused in the short term, right? If you don't stay focused in the short term, then all of those things will just never happen, right? And this is what happens with a lot of entrepreneurs. Like, I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs on a daily basis, and they might have like successful business, like they would do like $300,000-$500,000 per month. But I would ask them like how much in revenue they've done like 1 year ago, and they would say like $300,000-$500,000 per month. And you think like, wow, in 1 year you gotta be growing your business, right? If time goes by, you have only like this amount of like opportunity. The opportunity is the competition market, everything moving fast. So you're either growing or you're not. And so those are kind of the things and observations that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you just want to like save yourself like a lot of time, then one of the things obviously like being like laser focused and cutting the time on this, like on some of these like useless activities that don't bring any value to your life you know, essentially. But at the same time, you would want to be like in the right community. You want to be in the right environment where you can grow fast, right? Because as humans, we are very, like, we expose ourselves to the environment that we're in and we blend in. Now, it's good and bad, right? Like, because if you expose yourself to like people who drink alcohol every single day, then I mean, your result will not be as good. But if you expose yourself to like entrepreneurs that are killing it, like for example in our private community, then you'll have amazing results in a very short period of time, because you will just see the how they think, you will see how they operate, you will see you will have access to the training, to the resources, you'll have access to their advice if you need it, and you will just make tremendous progress. So if you're interested in that, then there should be a link somewhere below. You can just click on it and get access to our private community. So we have the free Facebook group for entrepreneurs that are doing above $1,000 a day, and we also have the community for private community. So this is only for private clients. So if you're an intermediate advanced entrepreneur, you're doing good numbers, you want to take it to the next level, you just want to scale up hard, then there should be a link somewhere in the comments. You can apply for it. One of our team members will reach out and we'll see how we can help you to do better in your business, how we can help you to scale it, and how we can help you to take it to the next level. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it valuable. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.